The pharmaceutical industry is a highly regulated industry. To meet the regulatory requirements, a lot of good manufacturing practices guidelines are required to be followed. This video is an introduction to the key requirements of the GMP guidelines for a pharmaceutical company to produce better quality products. First of all, let us know about the GMP. GMP stands for Good Manufacturing Practices, a well-recognized globally accepted standard to produce pharmaceutical products. GMP guidelines cover from facility design and execution of the manufacturing process to quality control of the final products. GMP certification is required for all pharmaceutical manufacturing facilities to ensure that the company is manufacturing safe and high-quality products. Now let us know the requirements of GMP in pharmaceuticals. GMP is a set of guidelines, and these standards are mandatory to be followed by a pharmaceutical company to produce safe and quality products. The GMP is mainly based on the principles of safety and quality. The most important part of GMP is quality. Pharmaceutical products must be free from contamination and must comply with the standard specification. Products that do not meet the specification may be ineffective and unsafe for the consumer. Manufacturing facilities are required to follow specific procedures for manufacturing pharmaceutical products. These procedures are about raw materials, equipment, and record maintenance for all activities. Safety is another important part of GMP. Products manufactured in the facility must be safe for the consumers. The product must be tested for potential hazards before the product is released for distribution. If the product is unsafe, then the manufacturer must take steps to resolve the issue. The product must be effective and safe for the patients, and the product should comply with the standard specification. Product safety and effectiveness must be ensured by the manufacturer before the distribution of the products. Now, let us understand the key principles of GMP. First is design and maintenance of the manufacturing facility. Manufacturing facility must be designed to prevent and control the contamination, mix-up of products, and errors in process of manufacturing and handling. Second and most important is quality of raw materials used in manufacturing. Raw materials are the key ingredients of pharmaceutical products, and these must be tested for quality before these are used in production. Third one is validation of process and equipment. All manufacturing processes and equipment must be validated to ensure consistent results in all batches. Number 4 is documentation and record maintenance. Accurate results of all manufacturing and testing activities should be maintained, including raw material and equipment processing. Fifth is quality control of finished products. Finished products must meet the required quality and standards. Finished products must be tested by a quality control laboratory before releasing for distribution. Sixth principle is packing and labeling. Packing and labeling of the products must be accurate and must have all necessary information printed on it. Seventh is qualified and trained employees. The employees working in the manufacturing and analysis of the raw material and final products must be qualified and trained for the work they do. The eighth principle is storage and distribution. Pharmaceutical products produced in a GMP facility must be stored and distributed in a way that ensures product safety and quality. Ninth and last principle is product recall. If any issues are found in product quality, then manufacturers must have procedures for product recall and investigation. Now, why GMP is important for the companies? As we have gone through the requirements of GMP in pharmaceuticals, now we can say if a company doesn't follow GMP regulations, it may cause product recalls, financial penalties, or criminal charges. The safety of the patients must be a top priority for pharmaceutical manufacturers. Not following the GMP regulations means the company is compromising patient safety. When a company follows the GMP norms, this shows the commitment of the company to patient health and safety. It ensures that good quality raw materials are used in manufacturing, and products are free from contamination and dangerous ingredients. Meeting the GMP standards is very expensive because the company needs to appoint qualified and efficient staff. Training of employees also costs the company. But an effective and quality product improves the reputation of the company, and it also promotes the brand. Now, let us know the consequences of not meeting GMP requirements. Companies not meeting the GMP regulations may face a lot of consequences. One most important consequences are that the product may not be safe for use, and it can cause serious health problems to the patients. The company could be fined by the government or regulatory authorities. Product failure may cause a serious impact on the company's reputation, which can lead to financial loss for the company. Product recall is another problem for the company, because the recalled product is mandatorily destroyed and cannot be reprocessed. It can damage the brand's reputation, and it will cost extra to relaunch the product in the market. If improper documentation or data falsification is found in any company, then it may lead to criminal charges, any health issues or death of the patient after consuming the drug products can send the higher management of the company behind the bars, as recently observed with a company manufacturing cough syrups. As we understand here, adherence to GMP regulations is essential to produce quality and safe products for the patients consuming pharmaceutical products. A company must have ethics to produce safe and effective products. Because medicines are not food, but one takes them to cure himself, trusts them, and thinks his health will get better. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And also hit the bell icon to get regular updates. We shall discuss the preparation for an FDA inspection today. The Food and Drug Administration plays an important role in the production of quality products, because it regulates pharmaceutical manufacturing facilities. FDA inspects and evaluates the company's status with regulations, and identifies the issues that can affect the quality of products and harm the patients. For companies regulated by FDA, preparing for audits is a regular task these days, because the FDA inspects surprisingly without any prior information. In this video, we shall discuss some best practices for FDA inspection compliance that you can implement in your organization while preparing for FDA inspection. Importance of FDA compliance. Before we move forward to the best practice for compliance, it is important to understand the importance of compliance. Compliance with regulations is a guarantee for the quality and safety of the drug products. It shows that products are safe and effective, while non-compliance can have serious problems like product recall and regulatory actions. It can also damage the company's reputation. Non-compliance can create serious issues with public health by allowing substandard products to enter the market. Regulatory requirements. There are a lot of FDA regulatory guidelines available to implement in a pharmaceutical company, but these are some key requirements that must comply. One of the most important requirements is the implementation of a quality management system, which means there should be a system to implement the policies and procedures to ensure that the products manufactured by the company are safe and effective. A QMS system must have the system to implement risk management and corrective and preventive actions. It is also required to comply with regulatory guidelines for documentation, record and area maintenance, and equipment labeling. Documents must be up to date and error-free as per current guidelines. Data integrity must be maintained as per the guidelines. If any company fulfill these all requirements, then it provides evidence of regulatory compliance. Common inspection findings. During the inspection, FDA inspectors will evaluate the compliance with the FDA regulations and try to find the issues that can affect the quality of the product. The finding of inspection may vary with companies and inspectors, but the following are the common findings that you should be aware of. Improper documentation is the most common finding. Inspectors will review the documents to ensure that they are accurate and up to date with the regulatory guidelines. Documents related to manufacturing, testing, and storage must comply with the regulatory norms. Facility maintenance is another major finding during FDA inspections. The facility must be well maintained, including equipment maintenance, cleanliness, pest control, and sanitization. Toilets must be cleaned and well sanitized. Employee training is also a frequently occurring issue during FDA inspections. Inspectors will review the training records of employees of all departments to ensure that the employees of the companies are well trained for the work they are doing. All training programs must be documented in the training records. Best practice for compliance. We will discuss it in 6 parts. Number 1. Developing a quality management system. As I have mentioned before, a good quality management system is the primary requirement for regulatory compliance. Companies should develop a strong quality management system to control the documents, risk management, quality policies, CAPA implementation, and procedures. A QMS should not only be developed but should also be implemented properly. Number 2 is up-to-date documents. Documents must be accurate and updated with the current regulatory guidelines. Documents related to manufacturing and testing must be maintained with raw data, and it should be readily available on demand. Number 3 is conducting internal audits. Internal audits are self-inspections that the company conducts itself. Internal audits must be conducted at regular intervals. Internal audits must be conducted by experienced employees who can find the issues and should not be from the same department that is being audited. The findings of the internal audits should be addressed through the CAPA, and problems should be rectified immediately. Number 4. Employee training. Training of employees is very important for FDA compliance. Training to the employees must be given for their respective job at the time of joining, and at different intervals or any change in procedure or process. Training records must be maintained for every employee, and they should be reviewed regularly to ensure that the employees are properly trained for the work they are doing. Number 5. Conducting mock FDA inspection. Companies should conduct mock FDA inspections regularly to give the experience of an actual FDA inspection to the employees. It will help the employees to become familiar with the FDA inspections. Moreover, this will help to find potential non-compliances and issues before the actual FDA inspection. Number 6. Maintaining current good manufacturing practices. Current good manufacturing practices are the minimum current requirements to comply with the regulatory guidelines. Companies must make sure that they are following the current GMP. Those are required to produce safe and quality products. In the end, I summarize the topic. Compliance with FDA regulations is a challenging task for companies. But by implementing these practices for regulatory compliance, companies can prepare for regulatory audits and maintain ongoing compliance to produce safe, effective, and better quality pharmaceutical products. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also press the bell icon to get regular updates. Thanks for watching this video. Most of the 483 and warning letters are issued because of common GMP errors. In this video, I have described common good manufacturing practice errors in pharmaceuticals which can be easily avoided by following 10 simple rules. Document everything and keep records. Keeping detailed and accurate documentation is essential for ensuring compliance with GMP regulations. This includes documenting all procedures, processes, and activities that take place during manufacturing. It's also important to ensure that all documentation is easily accessible and can be retrieved quickly if needed. Train employees properly and regularly. Proper training is critical for ensuring that employees understand GMP regulations and how to comply with them. Training should be ongoing and cover all aspects of GMP, from basic hygiene and sanitation practices to more complex topics like quality control and record keeping. Maintain clean and organized work areas. Maintaining a clean and organized work environment is crucial for preventing cross-contamination and ensuring product quality. All work surfaces, equipment, and tools should be cleaned and sanitized regularly, and employees should be trained to keep their work areas clean and tidy. Conduct regular equipment maintenance and calibration. Regular equipment maintenance and calibration are necessary to ensure that equipment is functioning properly and producing accurate results. This includes cleaning, inspecting, and testing equipment on a regular basis, as well as calibrating instruments and tools to ensure accurate measurements. Use appropriate and approved materials and ingredients. Using appropriate and approved materials and ingredients is essential for ensuring product quality and safety. This includes sourcing materials from reputable suppliers, checking for expiration dates and lot numbers, and conducting tests and inspections to ensure that materials meet specifications. Label everything accurately and clearly. Accurate and clear labeling is essential for ensuring product safety and compliance with regulatory requirements. Labels should include all necessary information, such as product name, lot number, expiration date, and any warning or caution statements. Follow proper sanitation procedures. Proper sanitation procedures are essential for preventing the spread of bacteria and other contaminants. This includes washing hands regularly, using appropriate protective equipment and clothing, and cleaning and sanitizing all equipment and surfaces that come into contact with the product. Use appropriate protective equipment and clothing. Using appropriate protective equipment and clothing is essential for ensuring employee safety and preventing contamination. This includes wearing gloves, masks, and other protective gear as needed, and ensuring that all equipment and clothing are clean and free of contaminants. Perform regular quality control checks. Regular quality control checks are essential for ensuring product quality and safety. This includes conducting tests and inspections at various stages of production, as well as conducting final inspections to ensure that products meet all specifications and requirements. Monitor environmental conditions such as temperature and humidity. Monitoring environmental conditions such as temperature and humidity is critical for ensuring product stability and safety. This includes monitoring and controlling temperature and humidity levels throughout the manufacturing process, as well as conducting regular environmental monitoring to ensure that conditions remain within acceptable ranges. Following GMP regulations is essential for ensuring product quality, safety, and compliance. By implementing the 10 common ways to avoid the most frequent GMP errors, manufacturers can reduce the risk of errors and contamination, increase efficiency and productivity, and maintain a positive reputation with customers and regulatory agencies. Proper training, documentation, sanitation procedures, and quality control checks are all critical components of a successful GMP program, as is the use of appropriate materials, equipment, and protective gear. By prioritizing GMP compliance and making it a core part of their operations, manufacturers can ensure that their products meet the highest standards of quality and safety. You must implement these regulations in your manufacturing facility. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also hit the bell icon to get regular updates. Thanks for watching this video.